Hi guys, happy holidays 2022, and I hope everybody has an awesome new year. The last couple of reviews before we break into the new year, I have a really cool product I want to show you guys today, so it's going to be a lot less of me, yay, on camera, and a lot more of the product. So what we're going to be looking at today is the RYOBI ONE Plus, which is the battery-operated pet vac. And I'm crazy about this thing. Crazy. I love it to death. So the reason why I needed a pet vac that was really good and could really tolerate a lot of hair and dirt and dust, and we'll go over all the things on this vacuum in a second, is because of these guys right here. All right, so I have two Newfoundlands. This is Mr. Gibson, who sheds a whole lot, and I can find fur balls literally 10 minutes after I vacuum. And of course, my other Newfie, Xena, who owns my couch, and my adopted rescue dog, Riley. So these guys really put a vacuum to a challenge, especially on these hard floors and upstairs where the rug is. So let me just give you a quick navigation review of what the vacuum has. And you can see right off the bat, the thing I love about this is it's so skinny, it's so lightweight, it's so easy to use, no cords. You can pick it up with 2 fingers, walk up and down the stairs with it, and it's super powerful. I've been using it for about 6 weeks now. So let's take a look at what the vacuum is capable of doing. So right on the top over here, that's your on-off button here, and then this button here is your high and low. So it has 2 speeds to it. So there was 2 rollers that come on this vacuum, not just 1, but 2. And the high and the low determines obviously what surface floor that you're doing. If you're doing hardwood floors, you can leave it on low, which will save a lot of your battery life, right? You want to save that. On high, which you would use more for those tight-knit carpets or maybe just a lot of dirt or dust, obviously it's going to give you a little bit less battery time. And then the button below here is to stop the rollers altogether, and then the foot just uses suctions. So we have 2 rollers in here. We have a front roller, and we have a back roller all up in here. And you can see, look how dusty it is. I didn't clean it beforehand. I really don't do that before. Why would I do that before? Because I want to show you that I'm using it. Okay, so it has 2 brushes in here, a larger brush in the front. And you can actually see I have some Mr. Gibson hair, Xena hair, and Riley hair through here. But the great thing about this roller, or these rollers here, is that if I need to clean them, you just take a screwdriver and you turn those a half a twist, and the rollers literally just slide out. So easy to use. You clean off the rollers. I clean off the rollers probably once a week, and I vacuum at least twice a day because of these dogs. So it doesn't take a lot to clean them. It just, again, pop them out. You just cut or pull the hair off of it, slap them back in a half a turn, and the rollers are ready to go. It does pop out right here. I'm going to show you this in the demo in a minute. So that gives you the long extension arm for all the stuff that comes with this vacuum, so that you can use to get into those tight places, radiators, under the couch, between car seats, any place else that you want to go. And it can also separate it from here as well. So what I can do is I can separate it. So all I have is the green base on top. So I have a small hand unit, which I can use in the car, on the staircases, in the trunk of my car. It's so convenient. This breaks down into 3 pieces. The tube on top, the container on top, is where all the hair goes. I'm going to show you right here. Like, this is the max line that it goes to. And I'm going to tell you right now, after about 10 minutes of vacuuming, my hairline and dirt and dust from these dogs is up to here, and the vacuum is still working perfectly fine. Doesn't conk out, doesn't clog or anything. I just pop it off, and I'm going to show you how to do that in a minute. Just by grabbing this clip, you push it down, pop the whole canister off, clean it out, and snap it right back in. Okay, obviously the battery gets installed right here on the top of the back handles, just like all the other RYOBI tools do. So let's take a look. I'm going to turn this on just so you can kind of hear. It's not all that loud. Maybe it'll be louder on the video. So this is what it sounds like when it's turned on. Let's just So the green light indicator lets you know that you're on high and your rollers are going. Go back to push the button one more time, and then it turns to a light blue, which then your rollers, as you can hear by the noise, shifts down into low mode. Rollers are still going, both rollers. If I click on the third button down, now you can see it is on low, but the rollers have stopped. So this is great if you're just like going on hardwood floors and you want more battery life. I'm going to shut this off. And you want more battery life and you want it to last a lot longer. So I do a lot of hardwood floor cleaning. I leave the rollers on low and I get about 25 minutes, maybe 30 minutes out of the rollers. So I got a lot of hardwood floors throughout my house, all the way back into my farm room. So everything's hardwood floors, as you can see. Upstairs, I have several bedrooms and I have carpeting on there. So how does this guy hold up on the carpeting? Pretty good. So what I mean by that is that it is really good, excuse me, it is really good on very tight knit short carpet. Does a great job. You do need to use it on high on the rollers on there. So if you have like a short shag or a thick, heavy style carpet, doesn't work that great. It works okay, and you may have to go over it several times. But I don't really think, you know, for the convenience of what you're getting in the thinness, the lightweight, and the super power, it doesn't really do a great job on heavy or thick or shag carpets. Really tight knit, works super, super great. Okay, so let me go back in and we're going to pull this apart and show you the different types of accessories that come with it. So some of the other great things that come with the pet vac. It obviously, as you can see here, this comes with typical, they call a thin nose adapter, get between your car seats. Got a soft brush adapter, curtains, you know, top of the couches, things that are a little bit more fragile. This is a unique piece. I've never seen something like this before. It actually spreads out, these little stickers. So you plug that in inside the vacuum. I'm going to show you in a second how to do that. And they space out. And this is what I see from the demo is that these kind of get pushed in things that are hard to get between, in between the car seats, down in between the couch seats, where it actually spreads out and helps suck up any debris up and through the cones. It also comes with this, which is, I absolutely love. This is a mini roller brush. So it's like a mini vacuum. This is great for your couches, your car seats, the back of your cars, the trunk, staircases. You know, you don't want to be dragging a vacuum up and down on a staircase. Even the pet stick, as light as it is and small, this is a much better unit. It just snaps on to the end of it, and it's got a really good, you can see, I obviously have used it. It's got a really good brush system in there as well. On top of that, it comes with its own snap case, so that gets mounted to the wall, and the stick can actually snap on it, holds it off the ground, gets it out of the way. So it's a great way to do to keep it compact and out of the way. Okay, so let's take a look at how we snap this apart and use the accessories on it. So the thing I found out, and I could be wrong about this, I'm not sure, guys, is that in order to take off just the green part and use it as a short handle with the accessories on it, I had to take the container off. It doesn't say that in the instructions. I'm just assuming that, you know, maybe it's a safety feature for some reason, whatever. So take the container off first. A little thumb release there. To use just the green handle part with the accessories on it, so it's kind of like a shorter machine, and you want to use it inside your car, the floor mats, on the staircase, things like that. Then you want to just click the release button here, which is a black button right on top. Hold it, grab the handle, pull straight up. There we go. And now you can use the unit like this. So the unit has a bunch of accessories on it. I'll give you kind of a little quick demo of what they look like, or I'll do a short clip and show you what they are. I don't need to go through and snap each one on and make this video an hour long. Obviously, they're just accessories that snap on. You can use them for what you think you need them for. However, so this is another option you have with this unit. Okay, snap that down on here, is to take it off by the bottom release tab. So I push that in, pull it straight up, and now you have a much longer unit. So you have the battery installed, the container will come back on here. You have a much longer reach on your nozzle, which is fantastic because now you can reach higher places. The cobwebs that are on top of the ceiling, behind me, curtains, behind the couch area, just areas where you really can't reach, where you need that extra arm. And then these same accessories snap onto the end of that, and you can use it the same way. Okay guys, so let's do a quick demo. I threw a lot of stuff on the floor. I have graham crackers, cereal, large globs of Newfoundland hair, dirt. There's some sand kind of sprinkled out there to let you know. The thing I really like about this unit as well is that it has an amazing, right here, you won't see it until I turn it on, it has amazing headlight. So you'll be surprised that as you're using this, how much dust and dirt you'll see as you're vacuuming. Even though it looks like nothing's there to the naked eye, you're going to see a lot. And that thing is super bright. Just kind of want to give you, try to go, let's give you a view of what we're looking at. Look at the size of the pump of this air. Try to do this with one hand. Just the light off and on. Let's look back where it was. It's perfectly clean. Let's take a second run of this dirt run right here. It eats up everything, guys. Rocks, dirt, sand, cereal, dog kibble, you name it. And all done in one clean sweep. Okay, so let's talk about versatility, how easy it is to get under your couches, get around different areas in the house. Not that you wouldn't move things out of the way, but come on, guys, right? How many times are we moving furniture out of the way to vacuum? Never! Okay, so, but if you want to, sure, knock yourself out. I don't have time for that sometimes. I do that maybe every couple of weeks, I move the furniture. So this is what makes it so easy to get underneath things, such as on my island, I have a lot of chairs. I move them out of the way, but it's super easy to get underneath them, especially for quick cleanup. So let's take a look at the versatility of it. Let's turn it on. Okay, I'm in high mode right now. Get right underneath. Just by twisting my hand, will steer the head. Super easy to do with just a twist of the wrist. Right in between furniture, underneath. Very easy to spin. Underneath the couches. Just twist my wrist. It spins right to one side. Twist it the other way. It's like super easy to maneuver. Go right up over, go right under chairs. Fits beautifully. Almost like it literally was designed for the width of stools and high top chairs. You know, again, if you have, or you need a real quick cleanup, something spills during a party, you pop this thing out, do a nice, real quick cleanup on it. Gets in very, very tight areas. Underneath it has a side suction, so it pulls everything up right along the side. You don't have to always nose in like most heavy vacuums. Just pulls up from the front. So it's real easy to empty the container out. Again, it has a max line on it, but I've filled mine up, guys, really to here, because I'm just not stopping midway through. The other thing I wanted to mention is on the batteries on here, if I use it on high on these hardwood floors that you see behind me here, I can get about a good 20 minutes out of it, but I have other batteries. When it dies out, I just pick it up, slap another battery, and we're ready to go. Okay, so how do you pop off the container? Super easy. It's got a little thumb release right here. I push that down, pop it out. Push it down, pop it out. The release is on this side. I'll do it upside down. Pops it open. And there's nasty town. That's dirt, hair. That was during the demo, guys, by the way. This is just all the ugliness that... And of course, I would flip it upside down into the garbage can. Once it's empty, slap it, snap it down. And then these little hooks here, they go right inside the bottom, kind of like a lever. Push it back, snap it in. That's how quick and easy it is to empty out the container real fast. So guys, if you're in the market for looking for a new vacuum or something that's much easier, this is the way to go. I mean, look at the comparison between a traditional vacuum cleaner and the RYOBI Pet Vac. It's just a monster compared to the Pet Vac. And in my opinion, it is a much better job, a much easier job compared to this vacuum here, the CleanView vacuum. However, the CleanView vacuum does do a really good job on heavy or thick carpets. As the RYOBI one, not so much. Does a decent job, but it just doesn't clean probably as deep as this one. So if you have really short or tight-knit carpets and all hardwood floors and tiles, that nature, this is the way to go. Think of some of the reasons or really good purpose that you would want to use something that's this lightweight and this versatile and this easy. One is that think about the people that you know, maybe elderly people, grandma, grandpa, people who have shoulder issues, wrist issues, can't lift a lot of heavy weight, such as this vacuum. How'd you like to lift that up and down a couple flights of stairs compared to this guy right here? Even children who want to help around the house and kind of help out, this is much easier to use in regards to, in a lot of other ways, actually probably safer to use than this big guy here. So there's a lot of reasons to go a lightweight battery operated one, especially, again, even with the cords, right? The cords are the biggest drawback you're going to see on these. They don't reach. You have to keep unplugging them. You have to move the outlet move the cord to another outlet. It just becomes a nuisance to try to use one of these big giant machines. This is just so easy to take up and down the stairs, empty out, and I think it's great for everybody in the house. Guys, I love it because it's RYOBI. RYOBI doesn't pay me to sell their stuff or anything of that nature. They didn't gift me this. I paid for this myself at the time. I believe it was, I think it was either $1.99 on sale, but I think it's normally $2.99, probably worth every penny of it. And ladies, if you want your guys to vacuum a whole lot more, this is like using a power tool in the house. That's what I love about it. I pull it out, and I'm vacuuming all the time, just because it's fun, it's easy, it's quick, and you don't mind doing it compared to, trying to use something as big and clumsy as the traditional vacuum. Once the vacuum stops, then all the puppies get to relax because that kind of scares them, whether the noise is loud or not. There's Xena. She's finally passing out because the vacuuming's all done. And of course, Mr. Gibson. That's Gibby. He's passed out. He's the one who sheds the most. And my little guy, Riley, who's tucked away with his head underneath the recliner. But once the vacuuming stops, it takes a lot out of them when I have to vacuum. So they have to pass out. Thanks for watching. As always, remember, subscribe to the channel. Click on it. Click on the little bell notification so every time that we put a new video out, you'll get alerted about it. If you have any comments and feedback, I'd love to hear from you. Drop your comments below. If you have any questions about the product, by all means, put it in the comments below and I'll be glad to answer them for you. As always, I will put a link to the product so you can click on it, go to it, read other reviews about it, or purchase it if you happen to like it. Until next time, guys, watch ManView over and over and over again like binge TV.